It's the crowd favorite Lightning McQueen kicking off round 2 of the Piston Cup Racing Series today. They're on the new track, and as you can see, this thing is awesome. That first ramp is massive, and the track allows the competitors to maintain a lot of speed. The second ramp there adds fantastic dynamic late in the run, and then that last turn with some elevation into the final straight where things stay uphill, forcing these cars to bring a lot of juice if they want any shot at any sort of distance in the run. Not a bad finish there for McQueen. Now back up top, it's Davey Apex who's ready to roll, and take a look at that drop speed and humongous air. Now, if you remember correctly, it was Davey who made it completely off the track in round 1 of the racing series. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have a fantastic showing in today's run. Now look at that transition right into the final straight, clean as a whistle. He's got some serious speed to carry him along. Just able to pass up McQueen there. That right there, folks, was a respectable finish. Well done. Let's take a look now at our final competitor. It's number 117, Ralph Carlo. And Ralph, what are you doing, buddy? Just like in round 1, Ralph spun a 180 off the mega ramp, and he's doing it backwards. You know what they say, backwards is just like forwards. Nobody actually says that. Into the second ramp he goes, and then the Tony Hawk grind on the rail, but he's still going. I just guess not for long. It's 86, one of my personal favorite cars. Chuck Hicks hitting the track. Just look at this colossal jump off the mega ramp. He isn't playing around, is he? You ever notice how his eyes are painted on? He's got that game face if I ever did see one, and for good reason. Chuck's a competitor. Oof, he got a little bit bouncy off that second ramp, but doesn't look like it did much to slow him down into that final straight. He's got some serious speed still, right past McQueen and Davey Apex. What is this? He made it to the end of the track. That's a first for round 2 of the Piston Cup Racing Series. I'm excited now to see just how the other competitors stack up. Speaking of other competitors, off the mega ramp with Gusto's number 4 Rusty Cornfuel. I don't know if you can tell as well as I can, but he's blazing through the track. Definition of speed. Ooh, yikes, he landed on that rail. Could have been horrific, but it was quickly saved after snapping through that final big turn. Rusty's on a rampage. Look at him barreling down the final straight. Is he making it to the end? He is off the track entirely. Another round 2 first and superb performance. Now to the top we go, and it's Rex Revler looking to rev his engines and leave some rubber on the track with a big old jump. The landing though, a little bit sketchy. Oh, he's spinning out of control. Somehow brought it back around and is cruising in the right direction. Usually after something catastrophic like that, we don't expect them to do too well, so I'm shocked that Rex was able to save it. Now he's still rolling along. Not the most incredible finish by the looks of it, but the top 9 advance, so there's still room for him to make it into the semifinals, as he's currently sitting in 5th place. Nephew to the king, it's number 42, Cal Weathers, taken to the track, and just look at this, getting a bit sideways. Whoa now, son, but he's able to get those tires back on the track without problems. I love this big curve and downhill portion, getting speed for that ramp. Oh my, Cal, keep it together, you're scaring me. All right, no more ramps for you today. That was plenty enough for us. This isn't going to be the best rollout portion considering how much speed was deducted after ramp 2. And with so many cars left in the round, 5th place is kind of scary, so we'll have to cross our fingers for Cal. All right, tell me what says pedal to the metal better than Darren Leadfoot? I mean, it's in the name, right? What's with everyone getting squirrely off the ramps today? I'm literally about to have a heart attack every time I see one of them get a little sideways midair. It's freaking me out. Down to ramp 2 we go, and Darren hits the endo landing. I guess that's progress considering he's still aiming straight ahead, right? Not bad speed with all things considered. He's making it past some cars now, and he is going to eventually settle just behind McQueen in current 5th place. Again, with only 9 cars moving on, that's not the safest spot to be in. Now, Manny here had a heroic jump in the last round of the series, and just look at what he did there. Maybe not a textbook landing, however, far better than the other 2 competitors today. That is for sure. Brought a lot of speed into the second ramp. Gorgeous launch, and now Manny gets to translate a lot of speed into the final straight. Flywheel is the name, and flying by everyone's parked wheels is the game. Look at him go right off the end of the track, and he's free into the next round. The man, the myth, the legend, Dale Earnhardt Jr., number 8, set to shred the track up, and he gets right to it off the mega ramp. Ooh, Dale, you better keep that straight ahead. Fortunately, able to correct it quickly, and now my favorite portion of the track, that curve into the downhill, launch for ramp number 2. That one went a lot better than the first ramp, but the bumps on the side rails did not do Dale any favors when it comes to top-end speed. And with that, he's slowing up a little bit, landing at the current 8th spot. Not ideal with 5 more cars to go. All right, let's see what Ryan Shields is capable of. I really like this paint job. It is so crisp and so clean. Now, what wasn't clean was that landing. I'm telling you, that first ramp is not forgiving. A lot of these runs are determined by how well they can get through it because that speed translates into the rest of the run. Oh, and he's spinning out of control. And now he's backwards. And unfortunately, Ryan Shields is eliminated right here at 10th place. That is so unfortunate. Okay, Mr. Floyd Mulvihill, please do not let us down as there aren't too many cars left in round 2 of the Piston Cup Series. He was able to make it through that ramp without forfeiting too much speed, so I think he's going to be all right. Remember, there's a flag placed on the last car set to qualify, so he's just got to make it past that point for any shot of moving on. Come on, Mulvihill. And he makes it into the 9th spot, but with 3 cars remaining, that is still a scary situation. To all the Elvis fans out there, I'm sorry, but the real king is here. It's Strip Weathers, the legend, with a crazy leap off the mega ramp. He looked like a dolphin the way he pitched up like that, still maintaining some superb speed as we all expect from an incredible competitor, and off of ramp 2 he goes. This is how you do it. All you young cars need to pay attention because there's a reason Strip has the kind of clout that he's got. He's earned it. I mean, look at this rollout. He passed up everybody with no problems whatsoever. Fantastic showing from Strip as he easily secures a spot in round 3. Now it's time for hauling gas to get hauling and step on the gas with just a few cars left to qualify. It's important for him to put up a solid run. What is this? He's spinning out of control, but he's back facing forward. This could be saved, no problems, but he lands on a rail now, and he's not able to get off. He flips upside down. That is heartbreaking for hauling gas. He's eliminated there. 92 is up now. It's Murray Clutchburn with the unique paint job as the final contender for a spot in the semifinals. He's got to make the top 9 in order to advance, so this is do or die. Ooh, things got a little bumpy before the jump, but he was able to keep it inside of the rails. There we go. So far, it's looking possible. Now, all he's got to do is beat out Earnhardt to secure a spot in this. And yes, he does. Murray moves on. First up, Mr. Chuck Hicks. I mean, Chick Hicks. Don't you all make fun of me? Of course I know his name. Now, they're on that new and improved track for the semifinals. Therefore, I want you to pay close attention and spot the differences. I, for one, love this ramp number 2. Ooh, Chuck hit the drift just before that jump, but sticks the landing and still seems to be rolling along just fine. Now, this track isn't the shortest. Therefore, all the speed from earlier in the round is crucial to their final rollout spot. They got to keep moving. This last turn section is brutal as it drains any speed they got left at this point. This track's definitely a marathon, not a sprint, but I think Chick gave it a great go to kick things off. It's the Blue 42 Dynaco racer himself up next, Cal Weathers, and hitting this jump with some big boy tenacity. Remember, folks, only one of these cars racing today will make it into the finals, so essentially, if you're not first, you're last and eliminated. Smooth jump number 2, and now headed into the big corner. Got a bit rickety around that bend, which will definitely sap some speed from young Weathers. Hopefully, he can keep trucking along. Oh boy, almost to a complete stop at that corner. What are you doing, Cal? You gotta, long skinny pedal on the right, man. You gotta find that thing, and you gotta put it to the ground. Oh no, he is creeping along. I feel like at this point, he is just delaying the inevitable. Oh my God, give it up, Cal. Manny with the flywheels is the last competitor today, and he took off there. Got a little bit tilty off of the first ramp, but that is okay. Look at the speed that he's still bringing down to ramp number 2. And oh my, jumping. That is one of the biggest jumps I've seen off that second ramp ever. That was incredible. Still bumping around a little bit here, but my goodness, with that kind of speed earlier on, I can't help but think that he's going to compete with Chick now. Here we go through the last little turn and onto the rollout, and no, just too short. Well, if it isn't the king here to lead off our Group 2 competitors, and he's already airborne. Oh, and a big bounce from the Buck and Bronco. Strip has no chill today. It's time to head down to ramp number 2 and talk about keeping balance. I mean, with all the experience Strip has, there's no chance he's going to get caught up on any routine part of a track. Still plenty of speed here, but these turns will definitely do a number on that top end, so hopefully Strip can get a decent mark. Only one car from today will be moving on to the final, so getting as far as possible is a must. Unfortunately, it looks like Strip's kind of left the door open for the other competitors by not getting too far. Now back up top, it's Murray Clutchburn off the first ramp already in a textbook finish. Not a lot of bounce there, which is going to definitely conserve the speed going into ramp number 2, which is huge, and all 4 tires getting down on the track for that landing is going to translate to massive speed. Look at him getting through the turn section with ease, coming up on Strip here, and he passes Strip, officially eliminating him. This is a big run by Clutchburn, and we're going to see if it's going to last. All right, our final competitor today is Rusty Cornfield with an absolute zoom into that launch. Beautiful first ramp. We know that Rusty's got what it takes to make it the distance. In one of the earlier rounds, he made it completely off of the track, which is insane. Look at him go, though. He's still got plenty of speed going into the turn sections, and if he gets through this is kind of what makes or breaks him. He does. It wasn't too bad. He's coming up on Strip now, passes Strip, and now the only thing that is standing in his way of the finals is Murray Clutchburn. Can he get past Clutchburn? No! Ka-chow, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the very last group of the semis, where only one of today's competitors will be moving on to fill the third and final spot in the finals. We got Lightning McQueen. Oh, he's slapping around the track there. Got that youthful exuberance. It's tough to control sometimes, but hey, that's what we love about him, right? He's got the wheels to make the deals. Look at him go. This run is about what you'd expect from a star-studded car, right? Many cars struggle with this turn right here, but McQueen rolled on by and gets to pick up that speed at this next straight. Considering he's the leadoff car in this group, you know what they say, every inch matters. Now, I don't know who they exactly are, but someone said it before. Next up, Darren Leadfoot headed down the track into a big jump. He's going sideways here. He's landed partially on the rail, but somehow he hops off and gets going straight again. Let's see what happens heading down to ramp number 2. Is he able to stay on the track right in the middle? Not a bad landing there. Now, I'm shocked and confused. He's bouncing around a little bit, but you know what? He can still make it as long as he gets past this curve here. This is where it's tough, but he doesn't have the speed. Say goodnight to Mr. Leadfoot. Next up, Davey Apex. This right here, folks, is a true competitor. Davey's had a stellar run in the Piston Cup Racing Series thus far. In one of the rounds, he made it completely off the track, and in another, he had no problem pulling past McQueen. So to say that this isn't exciting to be watching the semis unfold this way would be a bold-faced lie. This suspension portion's gonna make or break him, but I'm feeling not good. It's the Piston Cup Finals. One of these 3 will be the champion. First up, we got Chuck Hicks, who I can't believe has made it this far. I feel like Hicks is an absolute sleeper. People did not expect much, and then boom, he's in the finals. Now everyone's got to respect him. One thing you got to keep in mind is these competitors just get a single run each. They have to lay it all on the track. That was scary. Back to what I was saying, their performance will essentially amount to a do or die today. Now, Chick Chuck scared me with that landing off the second jump, but we're all good. He is still grinding it out, doesn't look particularly fazed by that turbulent landing, which is shocking, but hey, it's Chuck. He didn't get this far by rolling over at the first sign of things getting tough, did he? Now, in all honesty, this is not a bad mark for Mr. Hicks. Let's see if it lasts. Ooh, boy, Lightning McQueen. Who doesn't want to see this guy do well? He's just got that fun-loving nature and competitive spirit that keeps you rooting for him at all costs. He rode the rail a little bit there. Man, everybody is just trying to push their cars to the limit in this one. Again off the rail. My goodness, that's 2 for 2. I don't know, though. He's still got a lot of speed, so I'm not too worried. That is one of the toughest corners right there, and the fact that he pulled around that corner with that much intensity means he has got a lot more in the tank, and he is now approaching Chuck, and he just passes him. All right, so far Hicks was just eliminated. McQueen is in the lead, and Murray Clutchburn is headed into battle to see if he can prove that he has what it takes to take home a championship. He is absolutely blazing right now. Off the second ramp with tons of air, lands with all 4 tires on the track. You guys know what that means. That means he's got a lot of speed coming into this turning portion. Gets around that hard curve real easily, headed into the next with a lot of speed still. And here comes the final rollout. Can he do it? He does. He takes home the championship. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.